My boyfriend's stepmother confiscated our baby shower gifts in case we break up.
Just in case of emergency.
Me and my boyfriend had only been dating about 2 months when we got the positive test. Oh, wow, this is a quick one. It's a quick one. We have now been dating for about 9 months. He's made it clear that he never wanted kids and has been struggling with parental anxiety, but has made it clear that he would like to be involved in her life. By the way, this comes from sufficientball2645, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. So, as two 20-some-year-olds, as first-time parents, these baby showers will help us both financially to make things work the best we can. It's been a really hard pregnancy, and it's just getting more difficult to work full-time as I get further along. We had previously considered living together upon knowing the circumstances, but for financial and personal reasons, our daughter will be staying full-time with me at my parents' house, which ended up being our only option for the time being. My due date is August 1st, and his lease for his apartment with his current roommates ends on December 1st. It's important to know he has 2 sets of parents, a stepmom and biological father that live together, and a biological mother and stepdad. They hosted a baby shower for me on June 1st. My boyfriend's stepmom, let's call her Jay, is married to his biological father. This baby shower was mostly for this side of the family, his aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents, and great-grandparents. We received so many wonderful gifts, and the baby shower was lovely. Something strange happened at the end of the shower, though. Jay and his biological mother started hurriedly putting the gifts away in her closet. I was confused. When me and my boyfriend had discussed what we were going to do with the gifts after the party, we both agreed that we would put as many gifts as possible in his car to not make it weird with his relatives. But any bigger items would go in my parents' SUV. The whole thing seemed weird to me, and the people that were still there sat in silence as they hurriedly shuffled gifts away. I felt so small and like I couldn't do anything. I was in his parents' house, surrounded by his relatives. My boyfriend said that he thought that she was just moving them out of the way when I asked him about it. This also seemed weird. Why were the gifts just not brought to the cars? Jay came up to me when she was about halfway done putting the gifts away and told me, "Don't worry, I'm just putting the gifts away so I can make returns if there are duplicates, exchanges, and thank yous on your behalf." And they went back to quickly stashing away the gifts. I received no duplicates at the shower except for 2 swings. But even then, why do I not get to pick which swing I want out of the 2? This is where we both made a mistake. With us both being equally confused and tired from the festivities, we left with no gifts. His family was just as you would imagine a 22-year-old's baby shower to go. I think we get the picture. It was littered with comments such as, "Get ready for your life to end."
It's like, say goodbye to the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You're sentenced to 18 years of hard fatherhood.
Like, that was so not what I was expecting. But also, say goodbye to your free time. Pretty much just usual hassling that people receive from relatives regardless of age, which just made things so much worse with his anxiety already about being a first-time dad. I found out later that she had decided that she would keep the gifts at her house without talking to me or my boyfriend. She chose to put them in her closet without even letting one of us know that's what she planned to do. I got a text from Jay about a week later telling me that she had gotten everything split up between us. I just got more confused. Do they not know that she will be living with me full time? Turns out Jay didn't agree with our living situation and told my boyfriend that she was scared that I would just rush off with the gifts and keep his daughter away from him. What?
Which is tradition, the baby shower tradition.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just strange to think that, like, you know, even if they didn't stay together, I feel like the baby might still need some of these things, right?
It's just like, what's the real motive here? Because that doesn't make any sense. Mm-hmm. So are they selling it? Are they taking cash? Are they giving it to another family? Like, is there a black market underground baby shower gift like network and they pass these around? They selling this stuff for money. That's my guess. They're selling it.
Yeah, that's a great guess. This stuff can add up, get expensive. His stepmom and dad wanted to make sure that he had something after trying time and time again to explain our situation to them, and that if we were to move out together, it would be in December or later. He works full time. He hasn't worked at his current job long enough to qualify for paternity leave, meaning that I will be with her full time on my maternity leave, night and day. He wants to see her every time that he can, after work, on weekends, etc. Right now, with our combined incomes, we just can't afford to move in together. When Jay had sent her son to drop off the baby shower gifts, I immediately noticed that there were 2 big ticket items missing. A swing, I received 2, and a pack and play. I planned on returning one of the swings and buying a car seat or crib. Both gifts were about $400. Dang, yeah, they're definitely going to sell these keep it for themselves.
I don't what are they selling it for?
For
Where are they
money.
putting it? But what are they using the money for? You know what I mean? Like maybe this is actually a
Could get
noble
creative.
cause.
Oh yeah, what, given to the poor or something?
Why you look like Fred Flintstone, bro?
Don't look like
To make it look like an
Fred
actual
Flintstone?
fit. Jay had her daughter make a detailed thank you list with every gift given, which I used as a checklist for every item given to me. Very smart, OP. The stepmom had taken and withheld about 2/3 of the gifts. Every time that he tries to speak to his family about this, trust me, I would never say a word to them. She's saying this is his family. They give him another excuse. We were scared her family was going to run off with the gifts. To where? My family's house? Where she will be staying full time for the time being?
She's just gonna run off and use these gifts for
Yeah.
a child that she's having with you.
How dare she? Oh my goodness. We wanted to make sure you had something. It just seems like she's running off with a bunch of free stuff and abandoning you. Or my personal favorite, why is your girlfriend being so materialistic? It's obvious she plans to leave. Who are you?
Materialistic about the stuff for the baby she's having?
For real, this is such useful stuff. Baby shower stuff is please, I need help kind of stuff.
What are they gonna buy with this money? I don't want any. Because clearly whatever it is completely taken a hold of their lives.
Yeah.
But I would like to know what it is that has caused them to do this.
Yeah, because didn't they also buy some gifts for them? If
would
they were so
assume.
worried about all this stuff, why would they even bring gifts to the baby shower? I guess I'm just assuming that they didn't actually specifically say, but that's what I would guess.
I don't know. It's like someone had a puppy shower. We're getting a puppy.
Yeah.
We're going to take care of it over at my place. And they're like, yeah, well, all these bags of dog food we're just going to keep in the closet here in case you get any funny business ideas.
Yeah.
It's
Just
like,
in case you run away. Anyway, I've gone out of my way to build good relationships with his entire family, and it hurts to know that's what they really think of me. I think the funniest part about all of this is the fact that he specifically said that he didn't want anything from the showers baby-wise except for a car seat. It's like his family expects me to withhold the gifts from him, or like we aren't two adults that can make decisions for our own child. They're not just keeping the gifts from me, the girl their son knocked up, but they are actively breaking my trust as the mother of their unborn grandchild. Just a handful of confiscated gifts include lactation pads, what the heck, front airbag milk storage bags, newborn diapers, all of the ones I received were taken, actually splitting and opening packs of onesies between us. Cards and return receipts are included with the gifts. Gift cards, bottles, newborn onesies. I'm so serious. She took a front airbag pump from me because she was splitting things up. I feel sick knowing that she kept literal diapers from us and items only I would ever use, regardless of our living situation. Jay made me feel like every gift given to us was conditional, like it had to be earned or begged for until she got her way. It felt like a toddler throwing a fit that things weren't exactly the way that she wanted them. I've thought through every possible reason about why someone would do what she did. Is it because Jay's daughter just found out that she's pregnant? Is she keeping the gifts for her daughter?
Probably.
Is it about the money when she is already so well off? Is it an attempt to control us both?
I don't
Or
know.
does she really think that she's doing the right thing? On some level or another, I understand some random girl he knocked up won't have the same level of trust that her stepson has, but why does she get to choose what is the right thing for him to do? I understand it looks weird that he is living with me full time for the time being, but we literally have no other choice. It's not like his parents are offering him a spare bedroom. They don't want to make solutions to the living space, they just want to control it. I can't afford anything better. It makes me feel like a horrible person already that I can't give my daughter a better life, and all of their judgment just made me feel so much worse. I'm trying my best to make the circumstances work. I love my daughter and want her to have everything she needs to the best of my ability. At the end of the day, I just don't understand, even if she was splitting things up between us, why were the milk storage bags and lactation pads taken from me? Why did I not get to keep the nice onesies with the zippers or get to pick out which swing I wanted? Why does Jay get to pick and choose what we each need for a child? Why don't I get to own the front airbag pump? They are literally my front airbags. You are so right about that, OP. I don't know. I don't know why you don't get to keep those.
My favorite sensors, front airbag.
Front airbags.
Yeah, but
I like it too.
Again, hopefully, we can't always learn every lesson the hard way. So we hear stories like these and we learn lessons the easy way, which is if people are shoving your baby shower gifts into their closet, saying, don't worry about these, maybe just take them. Maybe say, hey, actually, no, you don't worry about these because they're ours.
I got them. I know I'm pregnant, but front airbag pump is not that heavy. I got you. This entire situation has just made me feel so small. It feels like I can't do anything at all. I feel so frustrated and like this is the worst way to manipulate someone, by withholding non-conditional gifts from a literal unborn child. I have another baby shower coming up with his other side of the family. His biological mother and stepdad are hosting this one. Knowing his biological mother helped his stepmom bring the gifts into her closet and helped to withhold them from us, I am just so anxious. If they're trying to control both of our lives now and the lives of an unborn child, what about when she's here? My entire pregnancy, they have told me horrible things, such as, you need to stop taking your parents' money and sign up for government daycare. I work full time and pay rent to my parents. Or, you're making it so much more difficult for each other by not moving in together. And of course, all of the usual unwanted pregnancy advice and comments about different things. Usually, the first thing people ask me is whether or not I'm planning to front airbag feed, even strangers. And the random belly rubs from absolute strangers are even worse. The last thing I need is comments from people I actually know. My boyfriend feels indifferent to the situation. On one hand, he understands why they did it and isn't angry. On the other hand, he realizes this is them being controlling towards us and is literally telling us exactly how they will be when she is here. Regardless of it, it's been in his best interest. He shouldn't have decisions made on his behalf by his parents as a moved out adult without even a heads up. I do have 3 more baby showers, one with the other side of his extended family, one with my side of the family, and one with my friends and coworkers. That's a whole lot of baby showers. Good for you, man. That's great.
Squeaky clean by the end of those.
Yeah. He tells me not to worry because I have 3 more showers. But what I keep trying to tell him is that I can't just rely on those people to buy everything we need. What if we needed the extra money from returns to buy something super essential?
This is principle.
Yeah.
This is not like, whatever. We'll just let them imply that you're like a gremlin who wants to steal pregnancy and baby supplies to leave me.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, think better of my partner. Second of all, give us our stuff yesterday. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, we have 3 more showers. Stand on
Don't
business.
matter. Especially since these people are going to be at least one more of those showers. So, like, what's the point of even having the showers if you can't keep the gifts? That's what they're for, pretty much. Not to be materialistic, but babies are expensive.
Yeah.
I don't even have a crib, a car seat, a dresser, a changing table, topper. Now I don't even have diapers. I cannot possibly depend on 3 or more people to spend upwards of $100 reasonably. These might be the only big gifts we receive that we could return for something else we need more. He's told me that growing up, they made him feel like he was just there, and he didn't have a good relationship with his stepmom for a long time over how controlling she was growing up. It makes me sad that she made a little kid feel like he wasn't as valued as her biological children. Even when he became older, she did this, like paying the full amount for her biological children to go on vacations, Disney, etc. But if he wanted to go, it became conditional. He had to pay for the plane ticket if he wanted to go to California beaches with her biological children while they got a full ride. I'm scared Jay is just going to do this again to my daughter now that her biological family member is carrying a grandchild too.
And we are carrying full episodes with stories just like this.
There you go.
We're carrying them on Spotify, on iHeartRadio, on Apple Podcasts, on any platform you listen to podcasts.
Yep.
Just search OK Storytime, and you can listen to over 2,000 episodes.
Yep.
Full of stories.
We're carrying them like they're our own children.
Yes.
In Dakota's womb.
If we were like a spider. There we go.
What do we think? Do we have any final thoughts before we wrap things up?
I've confused everyone. I think these people are not going to be a positive force in your life. They other your partner. He's not the biological child. Like, they're going to do the exact same thing to your kids. Leave them in the past. Leave them in the mud. Yeah.
I think you get people on your side of the family, gather them up, and then you text these people that are the thieves, and you say like, hey, I forgot something at your house, or hey, you want to meet up, or hey, better yet, I have a gift for you. Can I come over to give it to you and say hi? Just drop by really quick.
Yeah.
And it's just me. Don't worry about it. It's just going to be me. Then you walk in with 3 people and at least, and then you just go straight for their closet and just start picking things up and go.
Yeah, and you say, this is my gift to you. I'm making more space.
Yeah, and there's a little bit more to the story. Let's get on into it. It's such a complicated situation, and I am lost on what to do. Every answer makes me feel materialistic or selfish for wanting these gifts, but I wouldn't be able to afford them otherwise. Obviously, if he wanted to, the gifts from his family he is more than welcome to keep, but they were supposed to be for both of us, for our unborn child. It feels like I'm going through a divorce trying to split our assets. Why did his family have to make it so weird for me? And there are some comments. Commenter number 1 says, okay, boyfriend needs to cowboy the F up. He needs to go talk to his dad. I'm assuming the stuff is at his house. And tell him that he's there to pick up the stuff. Maybe best he do this while the stepmom is out. Then he walks to the closet, starts collecting the stuff. What did I say? If dad stops him, boyfriend needs to remind him that these gifts that were given to his granddaughter, that's about to be born. As that baby's father, your boyfriend gets to decide what happens to them. He also gets to decide about who can see his baby and be involved in her life. You shouldn't be involved in this at all, though doubtless you'll be blamed. Someone responds, OP, I agree with above post about contacting the police. Oh, whoa. I guess someone said contact the police. But I'd do that first. Take your information to the police, file the charges, then give them the opportunity to return the items. These miscreants don't warrant advance notice. They'll immediately remove everything to another location. They do not warrant the benefit of the doubt. Go attack mode. They stole from you. Good luck, OP. Please keep us apprised.
Attack mode activated.
Commenter number 2 says, I think you need to take this public. Tell his entire family how she's behaving. Someone responds, send out a group message. Thank you for all the generous gifts. It's unfortunate that we won't be able to use 2/3 of them because they were taken away. If you would like to have your money refunded, please contact Jay. Honestly, yeah, good, because so many of these people, I mean, all of these people bought these gifts for the intention to help out OP and her boyfriend. So it's like, it's so unfair to them to just be like, oh, actually, it's not going to be used for that at all. It's just going to be wasted. This front airbag pump is going to be wasted in this non-pregnant woman's home. Commenter number 3 says, I'd be very concerned that they plan to help out with the baby and a heck of a lot more than you want them to because, as you said, you're young and he's not that invested. Get a formal custody agreement set up and be careful. Babies make people go effing nuts. Commenter number 4 says, name, probably Jay. Jay, we need you to return all the baby shower gifts you have taken. They were not intended for you, and while we prefer not to file a police report, we will do so if we do not have everything returned to our home by Saturday, June 15th, 2024. If you force us to file a police report, we will not be shy about sharing it and what you have done with everyone at the baby shower, as well as family and friends. Please contact us with any questions. I might include a list because you know what was taken. And that is the end of that story.
My fiance thinks I tricked her to live with my friend. She wants to leave.
Get out of there. No tricks allowed.
Yeah, tricks in your traps. We've been together for 6 months, and I know that even though it seems fast, I know she's the one. She loves me just as much, but lately we've been having a problem. By the way, this comes from user throwaway unsure GF83. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK Storytime subreddit. So we're living in my car for the last 4 months because she was taking care of her grandfather with dementia and couldn't do it anymore. He was becoming increasingly combative and has been placed in a memory care facility. I offered to let her stay with me. My lease ended 4 months ago. We've been living in my car while finding a new place. I'm from a city in the southern area of the state, and we were making regular trips down to visit my friends. I had a job but was unhappy and about to quit because I knew I could easily get back into my old job. A couple of weeks ago, she suggested that we move to my city because she had nothing holding her there, and she said she noticed I was unhappy in her city and seemed happier in mine. She is on disability, and I work. So we got to my city, and I told her that there's a female friend of mine who will let us stay with her for a few days. My fiance and her don't know each other except for a couple of brief meetings. It's been 2 weeks that we've been staying with my friend now, and my fiance and I got into a very heated argument this morning because she blew up at me and said that she didn't sign up for this. She said that she feels like she's watching me have a life with another woman and wants to end the relationship and go back to her city. I've asked her to just hold on. I'm trying to get a few paychecks because I just started back at my new job as soon as we got here. She said no, that she's tired of watching me build a life with another woman. To be fair, I guess I can see why she feels like this. My friend is a single mom and she has asked for my help a lot. So far, I moved a chair for her, taken out the trash, cut her grass, opened jars, and watched her son. My fiance and I were both raised in a traditional value family, and she feels like my friend is asking too much of me. I feel like I'm just helping her out in exchange for a place to stay for a while. I've been paying her though. I think my fiance is being ridiculous, but she said she's suspicious of my friend's intentions because of her asking me for help all the time. She said she's heard that if another woman is constantly needing a man's help, she's doing it with the intent to steal him. I've tried telling her that I'm not going anywhere, but she's mad because she said she feels like I'm putting myself in a situation where my feelings for my friend could become romantic. Brother, just run. She said she feels like I don't care about her point of view. She's made it clear she doesn't exactly like my friend because she knows what she's up to and doesn't appreciate me just brushing it off. Okay, go sleep outside. I did this so we'd have a roof over our heads, and honestly because I feel like because I work, I deserve to have a place to rest. My fiance said that it's been a couple of weeks and that it seems like I'm becoming complacent and don't want to leave, or will decide that I don't. She said if I decide to become roommates with my friend, she's definitely leaving. She acknowledged that it's her issue to deal with, but that she's been feeling jealous because she's been watching me do things for another woman and eating another woman's cooking.
Where I'm from, that is pretty big.
Really?
If it's just you eating another woman's cooking and not like a family get together.
Really?
Counterpoint.
Come on, okay. Let's say your friend, the one that we're both thinking of right now,
Cooks you
just
a meal.
cooks me a meal.
Okay.
Not you, just me and
Okay.
her. That's pretty intimate.
I guess.
Here's my point. There's nothing preventing OP's fiance from, I don't know, cooking for everyone in the apartment, seeing as they're being put up there. If she's like, you're eating another woman's cooking, I don't see you cooking.
Yeah, I just feel like the context is very important here because I feel like if it's like, I'm going to invite you specifically to my house, I'm going to cook a meal for you. Like, I just want to be so nice to you right now. You
Right.
know?
This
But
is not
if
a dinner date.
But yeah, like I don't know. I am a microwave girl. I don't cook for a lot of people. If I'm cooking for someone, it's probably special. I don't know. It just feels
That's just how
like
it functions down
it just
there.
feels like it's not the deal breaker. I feel like I need more info.
She hasn't had the chance to do any of that for me because of our situation, and she said that she's afraid that I'll choose my friend over her because of this. She said she feels like my friend is too close and she doesn't like it, and that she knows because she's a woman what other women get up to, and that I'm just ignoring her concerns. I just don't know what to do anymore because I want her here with me, but she seems very unhappy. I don't want her to going back to her city because there's no one there for her. She has a lot of friends who've asked her over, and I just want her here with me, and I want us to have a life, but she seems very unhappy. I'm not really sure what to do to resolve this. There's an edit to add. My fiance said that she feels like I tricked her into this because I didn't discuss this with her. She said that she knew that we would be staying for a few days, but not this long. She said that she now thinks that I discussed this with my female friend before moving down here and did not tell her how long we would be staying, and therefore took away her choices. She said that if she had ever known it was going to be this long, she would never have agreed to come back with me. I didn't plan this behind her back. It just sort of happened, but that's what she thinks, and I can't change her mind. Another edit to add, I should have clarified that my friend has made no attempt to get to know my girlfriend at all. We usually go into her room to talk about our day, and my girlfriend is never invited. I have a theory.
Is your room big? Is it the biggest room in the whole apartment? Why are we in your room? What's in your room?
Why are we having private time in her room, though?
Sometimes
without
I'll go
our
into
wife?
Sam's room and talk to him because it's very big and spacious. But I don't invite people to my room to have conversations because it's very small.
Yeah. Yep.
Unless it's a group more than 3.
Well, could maybe something have happened that OP doesn't know about? That's my theory, is that at some point early in the meeting, like his fiance did some crazy cringe stuff, being like, I know what you're doing. Don't try to be my friend. I know you're just trying to take my man. And yeah, and if someone said that to me, I'd be like, okay, well, we're not going to talk about our days anymore.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just leave you alone and I'll talk to your fiance, who I have known much longer than you. And by the way, don't know if you guys remember this, I am the one preventing you from being homeless right now.
Right. I'm doing you a gigantic favor.
Yeah. I haven't said anything to her about this because I don't want us getting punted out. Also, I'm aware that they don't know each other and I just don't want to ruffle any feathers right now, so to speak. Also, I should have clarified that I have met a few of her friends and they don't seem to be good people. Some of them cannot help her because they are subsidized housing. She is saying that she has a few friends that are willing to help her, and her sister and brother-in-law who live in another city are willing to help her. I don't want her to leave because I'm worried that I won't be able to help her if she needs me. I can admit that I have been neglecting her. I usually go right into my friend's room when I get back from work. Then I spend about an hour doing work stuff on the computer and go to sleep. My girlfriend said she understands that I'm working a lot, but that it's no excuse to neglect our relationship. She has said that maybe she's not ready for a relationship, but I'm reluctant to let her go. She has also said that she's thought maybe I'm not at a point where I should be having a relationship right now. She wants out, dude.
Yeah.
She said that she doesn't feel like I have time for one. She said that it would be better for us to just split now, since it's only been 6 months, rather than months or years down the road. She has tried explaining to me that sometimes things just don't work out, but as I said, I'm reluctant to let her go. Comment 1, you should let her go if she wants to go. She's unhappy. She's sitting in an apartment with your friend who ignores her. You work the whole day, and the little free time goes to your friend. You say yourself that you want to stay there for several paychecks, so it's a few months. You rushed into this relationship as if you are a teenager. You didn't even know this woman and lived with her. Was this a savior thing? But you just hurt her right now. Even if it is her issue, the situation makes her crazy, and you can't change the situation. You don't want to let her go for selfish reasons, but actually, you also don't spend time with her. Just let her go. You can still stay in contact if you have a steady life again. You can ask her and try again, but this no. And if you also don't see how it feels that your friend totally ignores her, never ask her for the favor, just you, even such small things, and as soon as you come home, you go to your friend and you say that you pay for staying there, so why pay with favors for you to stay and lose the little time you have? You also wrote your daily plan, and there was no time for your girlfriend? OP says, I'm planning on getting a place for the both of us, but as I said, I want to save up a few paychecks. I was planning on staying in the car with her after these couple of weeks, but I'm honestly thinking about asking my friend to stay a little longer.
Yeah.
Did it just not compute? Like, I understand how it may seem messed up that my friend ignores her, but I want us to have a place to stay right now. She doesn't want to stay in that place right now, though. It's just the fact that this guy's like, yeah, my girlfriend's saying she's completely miserable here and we can't stay any longer. So I'm considering asking to stay longer. I know she'll be miserable, but we haven't got anywhere else to go. Brother, you lived in the car for 4 months. What's another 2 weeks?
Yeah, dude. I don't get OP. I don't get all of the people in this story, I think.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I don't understand.
Stare at the sun for 25 seconds. I just don't want to not be able to help her if something goes wrong because she is disabled. She has suggested maybe living apart for a while and then seeing if things are more stable in a few months, but I need her here. Without her, this whole thing collapses because I will not be able to afford an apartment without her.
Is this the friend or the fiance?
This is the fiance.
And the fiance's not staying with the friend in OP, right?
Yes. They're all staying together.
Oh.
My point is, he's just saying that she's half the rent. You just married her because she's half the rent.
Wow.
Insane.
True intentions exposed.
Oh my God. She has said that maybe I should just stay here with my friend and be roommates with her, but according to my friend, that can't happen. My girlfriend said she doesn't even understand what I brought her here for and that she feels like she sticks out like a sore thumb. She has even said that she wonders if her being gone would change my friend being okay with me being roommates with her. I just worry about what would happen to her if I let her go. Reply, you are just digging a deeper hole for yourself with your edits. In what world is it okay for you to go into your friend's bedroom to talk about your day and ignore your fiance? If you're talking, you should be in the living area. Totally understand where your fiance is coming from. OP said, my friend just always hangs out in her room. I didn't think anything of it because we leave the door open. Comment 2, your ex-girlfriend just responded. It's funny how she has a different point of view. I'm glad she left you. You and your girlfriend suck. Have fun with your other girlfriend.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and we have the update from the girlfriend.
Oh my gosh. I love it when this happens. We get both sides in one story.
Update from user throwaway 123456789.
Woo!
The ex-girlfriend. Hi. I'm providing this update because I'm almost sure this is about me and my ex. The details are too fitting. Anyway, yeah, I suggested we move down to his city. I said we could start looking for a place immediately. It's true that I agreed that we would live in the car and get a gym membership. He waited until we got down there to tell me we would be staying with a female friend of his for a few days. I was fine with that. A few days turned into 3 weeks. He completely neglected me and our relationship suffered. I get that he's adjusting to a new job, but that's no excuse. Every time his friend needed something, he would jump right up. He was so busy kissing her butt that he didn't have time for me. He expected me to clean her house. I refused to be a maid, especially when I wasn't even given a choice in being there. I presented the idea of us living apart for a while until he got more established, and he would not hear it. He would follow me outside and prevent me from calling anyone, and he even snatched my phone out my hands every time I tried. Throw him in jail.
Oh, boy.
Throw him in jail. This guy is going to stinky jail.
Oh, my gosh. That's terrible.
So, like, any of that behavior at any point should be an immediate, it's done. Like,
yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even sleep unless I was with him because he was afraid of me sneaking off, as he put it. He kept saying he needed me there because he loves me and needed me to get a new place. It was obvious after a while that he just wanted me there because he wouldn't be able to get a place without me.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's probably just going to stay with her, but I don't care anymore. It's not my concern. It became clear to me that he didn't care what I wanted. He wanted to do whatever he wanted and just expected me to deal with it. He would accuse me of being rude to him and his friend, then despite the fact that she completely ignored me, even when I was standing right next to him. She would act like I wasn't there and only talk to him. He made no attempt to fix this. It also became clear to me that she expected him to act like a dad to her son and act like a partner to her. He couldn't understand why I seemed jealous, even though the minute we arrived, he stopped touching me and started ignoring me. This is just silver lining. You didn't marry this absolute doofus.
Yeah.
Good job.
I think it didn't get that far.
The universe really helped you out here.
Mm-hmm.
He started doing her favors and spending all his free time with her. Then when I brought it up, he said I was making baseless accusations. He tried to excuse them closing her bedroom door by saying her son closed it. Be that as it may, he should have immediately opened it. Maybe just don't have conversations with another woman in her bedroom while you're with your fiance.
Yeah, there's a communal space for a reason. There's a living room. There's a kitchen.
Like I
There's a
said, is it
hallway.
the biggest place in the whole apartment? Because that only justifies it. Because if the living room is smaller than the bedroom, I would be hanging out in the living room.
Yeah. What else was he doing in her room, huh?
This happened twice, yet he couldn't understand why I did not trust him. I waited until he calmed down by pretending everything was cool. Then when everyone went to sleep, I took his fob, got my stuff out of the car, and ordered an Uber. Yes, queen. I went to a hotel and then got a bus ticket the next day. Yes, queen.
Period.
I'm staying with a friend in my hometown until I find a new place.
Good.
And by the way, we have a hometown where you can listen to full episodes with stories just like this. It's a hometown on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and iHeartRadio. And all you need to do to get there is you type OK Storytime.
Yup.
And then you're home.
That's our home. That's the name of our hometown.
Welcome to OK Storytime USA.
Okay, Storytime on Street
On Easy Street.
Podcast.
Podcast Street.
Podcast.
Podcast Street, but it's the north side of the street. Not the
There's
south
also
side
a
of the street.
YouTube and a Facebook Street and Instagram.
There's a lot of roads on the digital
Oh,
highway.
good.
And
Damn.
TikTok and LinkedIn and Video Elephant.
Wow. All of it.
Of course, he blew up my phone, so I just blocked him, but not before telling him it was over. He seems like a player anyway. Most of his friends are women, and he was also friends with his ex, who he talked about constantly. Red flag, red flag, red flag.
Oh, yeah.
He never shut up about his female friends, a few that he told me that he considered dating in the past. I just wasn't happy, and he refused to let me break up with him. He was showing a lot of red flags, and I was done. Refusing to let you break up with him is like the sun in terms of how intense the red flag is. I've learned my lesson about moving in with someone I hardly know. I'm just glad to be away from him and his drama that he is always accusing me of creating. Thank you for reading. Comments here. Comment number 1, it's always nice to hear the opposite side to the stories that are posted here. OP says, I know I already replied to you, but I wanted to add that I'm glad I saw it because I see how he spun it in his favor to make me look entitled. I honestly think he only brought me there to be a live-in housekeeper and babysitter. He deceived me. He told me that we were going to have a house ready, and then the minute we got into town, he was like, we're going to be staying with my friend for a few days, and it became 3 weeks. He stopped being as affectionate, and we stopped having spicy sleep. It happened once in 3 weeks when normally it was a few days a week and even twice a day sometimes. In the car? Living in the car? Can we not also forget this couple has been without home for 4 months, living in first OP's car.
I thought he was just talking about an ex of his. Like someone that he like kind of knew before. And he's like, yeah, like I'm going to go see my friend. Yeah, we like stopped sleeping together. Is that right? Did I hear that right?
No, this is from
The
original OP.
Yeah.
So this is from her perspective. The original OP was the
I thought
was
she
the
was talking
fiance's
about
man.
what he
This is
was
the woman.
talking about. Okay, never mind.
Dude, in a car, crazy.
Living in a car for 4 months is nuts.
Well, doing
Yeah.
that in a car is wild.
Well, yeah, and then that consistently for 4 months is untenable.
Yeah.
And did you think that there was going to be a place ready when you moved to this new city after living in a car for 4 months?
Of course.
Why? Like, did
Yeah,
Tell the
I
why-
want more info about that, about why they were moving in a car.
he like what? He didn't have a job, and she's on disability, and it's like, how are you guys going to move into a place in the new city?
Yeah.
I'm just glad you had this learning experience, OP.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you did learn a lot.
Yeah, honestly.
It's a good lesson to learn.
Yep.
Also, twice they were in her room with the door shut. I see he lied about that. He claims your son shut it, but even if he did, he should have immediately opened it. He blamed me, saying I should have opened it if I had a problem with it. I don't know her, so I wasn't going to do that. He took advantage of that and spun it in his favor. He knew exactly what he was doing. It doesn't matter, though, because I'm done. Reply says, no need to worry about that. Even in his own version of the story, he came off terribly and lots of people called him out for it. The truth makes him sound even worse. Glad you got out of there. OP says, oh, thank you. I am too. He was throwing up so many red flags. Girl, he was made out of red flags. I don't know how he thought any of that was okay. I think he just wanted to do what he wanted and expected me to go along with it. He must have thought I had zero self-respect to put up with that. I'm sorry, but I don't care what they were doing. How was it okay for them to have the door closed? I don't care that her son supposedly closed it. He should have opened it immediately. He can try to justify it all he wants. He shouldn't have been in there. Why are we so focused on him being in this room, bro? We're focused on the wrong things. Sorry.
I agree. Just leave.
He can try to justify it all he wants. He shouldn't have been in her room to begin with. I love how he lied and said that they left the door open. And that's the end of that story.